Hey everyone, welcome back to ESGI Live and winning with ESGI as we head back into another school year. I know that seems weird to be talking about that already, but I know that in some parts of the country, some of you are already preparing. Some of you I've already seen posting that you've already started back to school seminars and whatnot. So bless you all that are doing that already. But we are here to talk again about how all of you have the opportunity to win with ESGI as we start our back to school campaigns. So tonight we have a couple guests coming on, two guys that you all know and love and great friends of ours here at ESGI, buddies of mine, and we're going to bring them on to talk about a lot of things with ESGI as well as some really cool things that they have going on in their own lives to get ready for back to school for all of you amazing educators out there. Tonight is a big night too. Tonight's theme, this whole theme of the week with ESGI is Teachers Win with ESGI. We're going to talk all about that, how you can win as you head back to school. And since it's a Teachers Win week, we're going to weigh two prizes tonight. So there are two chances for you to win. One in a little trivia game that we have planned, and then another one with an on live screen game. One of you is going to get the chance to play with us and our guest here pretty soon. So without further ado, let's get to our guests. My good friends of ESGI, you know them as the Kindergarten Smorgasboard. Greg and Jason are both here to join us tonight. Let me bring them in. There we go. How are you guys?
Everybody don't move very fast.
Right, just freeze. And it won't look like we're moving at all. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've seen you guys. What's new?
Not much. So, this is my first time being seen after having my my little facelift done. And so
well, I just saw your video that you posted from the procedure. Like you were getting something sucked out of your chin.
Yeah, they just it's kind of like a massage to help reduce some of the swelling.
Nice. Well, it looks great on you, my friend. So
thank you.
Does it hurt to talk?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
So for those of you that don't know, like Greg just recently had a chin tuck and a mini facelift. It was quite a little more extensive than what I thought it was going to be, to say the least.
I'm sure.
But he's always wanted a jawline, and he's never had one his entire life. So now he has one.
I love it that you say it like that. He's always wanted a jawline. Like,
always.
Like it's just
like his entire life. Yeah. So now he's got one.
I know you guys have been so busy with conferences this summer, doing your thing with Elevate and online. You've had some amazing guests speaking at your conference, and you've been prepping to do something really awesome as a give back to teachers with some free things that you're going to do. So I know, Jason, you've been marketing that like crazy, getting ready to plan as Greg preps these. Tell us about these free webinars that you guys have coming up.
So our free webinars, actually, they just kicked off the last few days. So they're already out there. So they are in addition to our Elevate conference. These webinars are on sensory learning and cooking and using food in the classroom.
Awesome.
So they were two of our most popular ones. We actually did them last summer as well. We had like 15 webinars we did last summer. We didn't have time to get that many put together this summer because of our Elevate conferences, but we did get two put together for you, and they were two of our most popular. And again, they're free. You get a certificate for 1 hour of professional development. You get a handout. We've got a very special offer that everyone gets as part of being an attendee of the webinar. And they're about 45 minutes to an hour long each.
And you get 30 days access.
And you have 30 days access. So you don't have to watch them right away. You sign up for them, and then you have 30 days to watch them anytime that you want to. So those are on our Elevate website at tksvirtualevents.com. Anyone can go there and check them out. They can learn more about it. There's a little button there at the top. Just click free webinars. It'll take you straight to them.
Awesome. Well, that's a great way to help teachers win as they head back, especially teachers that are, I know a lot of teachers are starting to think about that process, right? Like some teachers I've already seen posting, they've started back to school, like PD and whatnot for their districts.
A lot of people
aren't thinking about it yet, but everybody's starting to think about that process and setting up their rooms and whatnot. So if they can do this in their spare time for free of all things, like, thank you guys for doing that. That's amazing. I know teachers are going to jump on board. I saw Jess commented and just said your jawline looks great. So you have a jawline, Greg. You have a jawline. That's awesome. Well, besides the webinars, the Elevate conference, I know, Greg, you're gearing up for another year. What year is this?
16?
I totally spawned that on you. 16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So
Yeah.
16 years, heading back into kindergarten this year, I assume.
Of
You're not
course.
changing
Of
that.
course.
Okay,
of
all right.
course.
I guess
There was a possibility of me going to first grade.
No.
It was
I said no.
he said no. I had a really hard time with the decision because it just like I didn't feel like I was done with my kids last year because we didn't get the full experience, and so
Oh, right, yeah.
I had great relationships with the families, and so it's the first time I've ever had even the idea to even think about considering that. But yeah, we'll be back in kindergarten.
Yeah, I see Jackie just commented and said first grade is great. I agree. I mean, I think any teacher that teaches their grade level is there for a reason, right? Like, I believe that I taught kindergarten for a purpose, mainly because I couldn't teach any higher grade level. And like my wife, Tricia, she's in second grade. That is totally where she belongs, you know? And now that I'm doing preschool now, I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I don't know that I could go up. I really don't know that I could go up. But I get the transition with your class. I totally get that.
Yeah,
so as you get ready to head back, one of the things that I know you are super, super passionate about is data and research and making sure your students are getting not only what is good for kids and fun, but things that are driving them home for a purpose to get the education across. And you have always been such a big supporter of ESGI and how powerful it can be in the classroom. So talk a little bit about how you're prepping to use ESGI as you head back into day one, day two, the week one with your little learners that are coming.
Yeah, so the thing about ESGI that I've loved for I think 8 or 9 years now is that it makes that data so easy to collect, especially that first week of school when we're trying to get our baseline data. We're not yet doing centers and small groups, and so it's really challenging to find the time to gather that data. But with ESGI, the kids, plop down next to me at the table or on the floor or wherever. I can pull out my iPad and boom, boom, boom. I've got their baseline data using our ABC Bootcamp assessments that are available on ESGI.
Yeah.
And getting that data the first week of school, those first few days of school, is so helpful because it gives us such insight into our kids so we can really figure out where we need to go with them. And so ESGI just makes it so easy and so accessible. And that's what I love about it is that there's too much going on that first week of school anyway. And so, with all the paperwork and the forms and the PDs and all of it. But being able to just sit down, quickly get that data, and then being able to look at those reports, and being able to say, okay, this is where my kids are. This is what I need to start working on with them. It just makes everything easier at the beginning of the school year.
Right. Well, I know Jason mentioned the webinars you're doing. I remember 2 off the top of my head, sensory and cooking. And I think people all the time think about, we do these fun type things like sensory projects and sensory activities and cooking in the classroom, but we want to show that there's a purpose to it. And the cool thing about ESGI, for those of you that don't know, is there are so many possibilities for observational assessments. So if you're doing something like a cooking activity or a sensory bend, and you just want to walk by your students that are playing there and learning, and you can just tick, 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 check off those boxes using ESGI, it makes the process so much simpler.
Well, and I've seen, actually, it's interesting that you brought that up. I've seen several comments over the past couple of weeks in Facebook groups where people are talking about they hate anecdotal notes, they hate those observational checklists because they're just cumbersome with all the paper. And ESGI again makes it so easy. You've got your device in your hand and you're walking around and you're like click, 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 done. And then when the principal says, "Why in the world are you cooking with your kids?" you can pull out your checklist and say, "Look what we just covered." And so it just makes everything easy and it supports what we're doing in our classroom.
Well, and I think that the cool part too, when you mentioned anecdotal notes, is you can make these checklists whatever you want. A lot of like pre-written big box curriculum type checklists include a lot of information that you may never cover, right? Like things that you're not looking for during that activity. So if you want to create a cooking in the classroom anecdotal note checklist, you can make it say whatever you want it to say by creating your own test in ESGI. And now that they've released the new style feature, like game changer, you can make those questions look so fancy. And I mean, I don't know what they're going to come out with next. I'm excited, but I just love the constant change. So I'm glad you brought up that checklist idea because I think people forget sometimes that it's not just a one-on-one sit down. It can be you monitoring an entire group of students quickly clicking through names and checking off whatever each child needs or is doing at that time.
And it helps you form your groups. You can do progress monitoring. It's just fantastic.
Right.
And I've said it for years. It saves you so much time. We talk so much about teacher, life balance and all of that. People are like, how do you do it? This is one way that makes that a little bit easier, right? Because your assessments are done, your data's done, and you can spend time doing other stuff.
So let's think back. Could you imagine, I know that you guys being dads now, and we just had a conversation over text about little AR. Could you imagine trying to do pencil and paper assessments, filling out report cards at home with her little 2-year-old self running around?
No, because she would grab them and run off with them,
saying mine.
Right.
And would be marking on it with her markers and her crayons. Yeah. And
there you go.
I said no.
I remember lugging that file crate back and forth
Yes.
for years, and oh my gosh, now to be able to just pull out my iPad and click, 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 click.
Yeah.
And I know you mentioned too, you both kind of talked and people did in the comments too about, the notes that we can send to parents right away and the reports that we can send home. And I think if we can start the year off on that foot, all right, here's where your child is at. Let's work on this rather than waiting until Q1 is over and presenting them with a progress report, right? Like we can hit them from day one and say, here's what we need to cover. Let's get busy. And I know from my experience and from yours, parents love that kind of help when they have a specific purpose to do this or that with their child at home.
Yeah. And that's one of my biggest takeaways from last year, teaching virtually and in person, was that communication.
Right.
Like because we were virtual for so much of the year, I had to communicate with the families, 100-fold compared to what is typical in a normal school year. And that almost constant communication made a huge impact on the kids learning, on, that family support, all of it. And so being able to send home those letters after we do those assessments at any point, whether it's day 1, week 6, whenever, it just helps build those relationships with the families, it just makes our job easier.
Right. Such a great point. All right. So we're going to get to our first little game, and we're going to watch the comments for this game. So all of you watching right now, you have a chance to win. You're going to get a chance at 2 prizes. So Jason, we had talked about one prize being something from you guys, a product from TKS. Do you want to tell everybody what that one product is that they might be able to win?
Yeah. So I had originally thought that we would do ABC Boot Camp. But I think I want to go ahead and just do the entire curriculum. So we'll do the TKS Boot Camp bundle. So you get not only ABC Boot Camp, but you also get Blends Boot Camp, Words, Families, Vowel Teams. Then you also get the math portion, which is numbers, shapes, addition, and subtraction. So you get an entire year's worth of boot camps for your classroom. That's $142 value. So
holy cow. All right, y'all, I didn't ask them for that. I just said give away a product. So, wow, that's amazing. Awesome.
Greg didn't know I was doing that either. He doesn't know what I'm going to have to buy.
He's like, what?
Oh, we're doing that. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do that.
I'm just over here and look at my jawline.
Greg has no idea what I'm going to ask right now. He's focused. All right, so here's what you guys need to do. Not only are you going to get a chance to win that, but you're also going to get a chance to win a free year of ESGI. And if you already have ESGI, you get to gift that to a friend of yours. So here's what you need to do. We're going to ask you a trivia question. I'm going to see if Greg and Jason know the answer to this too. I just looked this up before we started. I thought it was kind of interesting. We're going to ask you the question. You're going to put your answer in the comments. If there's more than one right answer, I'm going to have to filter through and we'll pick one. But when we say your name, whoever wins, you need to direct message. Who do you want them to send it to? Kindergarten Smorgasboard?
Yeah, Kindergarten Smorgasboard.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to message Kindergarten Smorgasboard that you are the winner for their prize. And then you're going to message ESGI Software, say that you are the winner for our prize. That's only prize package 1, okay? That's only prize.
Is the same person winning both?
Same person winning both, yes.
Okay, got it.
Same person is going to win both. So we're going to pick one name to win the boot camp pack and the ESGI free year. Then we're going to play another game with one of you live online here. So here is the trivia question for tonight. We'll see if you guys know this too. Maybe people know this. I didn't, which I don't know. I looked up some school supply trivia. So here is the question. Before this school supply was invented in 1840, the item most used for the same purpose was a piece of bread. Before this school supply was invented in 1840, the item most used in its place for the same purpose was a piece of bread? If you know the answer to that, put it in the comments. We'll give you guys a little bit here. I wish I had like Jeopardy theme music to play. Do you guys have any idea?
No.
I didn't either.
It was invented in 1840. A school supply was invented in 1840.
1840, yeah. 1840. The item was most used, but the item most used for this same purpose was a piece of bread.
I think I know. I don't know.
Oh, I think a lot of people know. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm seeing glue. I'm seeing pencil. I'm seeing eraser. Glue, pencil, eraser, paper. That's a good guess too. So we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2. How many of these people are looking it up right now? 2, 1. I guess we didn't say there are any rules. 0. It is an eraser. An eraser. It was invented after people were using a piece of bread to remove pencil marks. So
Interesting.
I didn't try it, but Greg, that might be a fun little science.
I just had that thought. That would be a great science experiment in the classroom.
That would, yeah. So yeah, I looked that up. I just Google searched school supply trivia, and it said before erasers were invented in 1840, rubber erasers, the item most used was a piece of bread. So a lot of people got that right. I'm gonna flip through. Actually, guys, I'll let you do it. Flip through the comments if you can see. Can you see them all?
Yeah. Well, we can see some of them. Let's see. Yeah, we can see them all.
And just pick a name that's gonna win the prize pack there.
How about A Miller 260?
All right, so
A Miller 260.
A Miller 260. Congratulations. You need to direct message when we are done. Direct message Kindergarten Smorgasboard and direct message ESGI software saying you were the winner of a free year of ESGI, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. A Miller 260, you are the winner for that game. Congratulations. Now we have another prize to give away. So we thought my good friend, well, our good friend Kristen and Jason, Greg and Jason's good friend Kristen, I was trying to throw her name in there. Kristen is a good friend of ours from ESGI. She is the one running this entire marketing campaign, doing an awesome job with it for the Winning for Teachers campaign. And her and I were kind of talking. We're like, we got to come up with some fun games to do besides trivia. So I thought, I love the game show Wheel of Fortune. I've always been a huge fan of Pat and Vanna. So I thought, let's play a little fill-in-the-blank game. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to be for one of you to play live with the three of us. So if you would like a shot at playing a little Wheel of Fortune live, hit that request to join button down in the bottom or wherever it is on your side of the screen. Request to join this live right now. And we are going to bring someone on to play a game to win another free year of ESGI and a $25 Amazon gift card, which is great as you head back to school or for yourself. So I see some people starting to request to join. More are coming in. Holy cow. All right, request to join if you'd like to play. I'm going to pick a name at random from that list, okay? A name at random. There's like 8 of you in there right now. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm just going to go up and down. And let's see. We're going to bring on this one right here. Kelly Darling Burke. If it'll let me. Send request.
Y'all need to sit really still.
I know, I'd like to eat. There she is. Hey!
Hi. Hi.
Welcome.
I hope I have some fellow kinder people on here. San Clemente, California, Concordia Elementary School, kindergarten teacher in the house.
Awesome.
Hi,
Great to hear.
gentlemen.
Awesome. So have you used ESGI before or no?
We do use it in school. We do it for our kindergarten assessments at the beginning of the school year, and we use them quite often throughout the year to do quick check assessments, report card assessments. Love it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining tonight and watching along with us. So we're going to give you a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card and a free year of ESGI that you can gift to a teacher friend. So if you know a teacher friend that isn't using ESGI, you can give this free year to that person for them to try it out. So
Awesome.
we are going to play a little Wheel of Fortune game. So consider this as the bonus round. You're going to get to pick some letters. And the category is, well, first of all, are you a follower of Greg and Jason?
I am.
Okay, so this should be, we'll see how close you follow their
Ooh.
So the category is going to be a Mr. Greg hashtag. Okay, a Mr. Greg hashtag is the category.
I bet Sharky knows it.
I've already filled in RSTLNE. Okay, It's gonna be backwards though, isn't it? Is that backwards for you guys?
Yes.
It is a little backwards, yeah.
Can I switch my camera around?
I don't think so.
Well, you get it though.
We
right?
can do it backwards. We're teachers. We read backwards.
teachers.
Right?
Yeah, wait, come on. Here we
All
go.
right, so
okay.
Kelly, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you get to pick. What is it? Four consonants and one vowel? Is that how they do
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay, 4 consonants, Kelly.
All right, I'm going Vanna. C, D, M.
C, D, M.
Oh, and I need one more consonant.
Yep.
We already did our S, T, L, and E.
Yes.
Which, because I watch Wheel of Fortune, I know.
We-
My brain is so stuck. P.
All right.
Okay.
And a vowel.
A.
Hey, ooh, I think this is gonna work out pretty well for you. All right, so here's what you got.
Okay. All right.
You got an A.
All right.
You got 2 P's. You got a C. You got an A. And you got an M.
Okay. Now shove it in front of the camera so
All
I
right.
can see it better. Classrooms. And it's something APP. Classrooms. Oh, Lordy. Let's do it again.
Hey, let's see. Vanna's gonna give you one more letter.
Okay.
You got an extra consonant / vowel.
Oh, classroom happy. Classroom.
Okay,
happy.
so what is it?
Happy. Yeah. Yes.
And
That's right.
continue.
I think she got it. Happy classroom. Yes.
You like how my voice
Here's the way. Hey,
kindergartners do?
I heard you say classrooms and I heard you say happy. I don't care if they're
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Greg, yeah, that's a hashtag that Greg has been using for years. I share it out as much as I can too. The
Love
idea. Well, I'll let Greg explain it. Greg, what's the idea behind that hashtag?
Yeah, the idea behind hashtag Happy Classrooms is that there's so much negativity directed at teachers and teaching, and it's because nobody really knows what we do in the classroom.
Right.
And so the idea behind hashtag Happy Classrooms is that we get to tell our story and the story of our students.
Mm-hmm.
And by sharing on social media every single day something good from your classroom and using that hashtag, that's how we control the conversation, and that's how we tell our story. You know, you mentioned Kristen doing a great job marketing. That's what we do. We need to do a better job as teachers. We need to do a better job of marketing what we do in our classrooms every day. And that was the idea behind hashtag Happy Classrooms, is to get everyone to share those positive stories from their classroom so that the community and, you know, society as a whole can see how amazing teachers and students are and all of the amazing things that we do every day.
Instead of the politicians driving the narrative, teachers driving the narrative.
Yes.
By using hashtag Happy Classrooms and saying what you're doing in your classroom that's positive.
Yes.
Love
Perfect.
it. Happy classroom.
All right.
I'm all
So,
about
Kelly,
that happy classroom community.
That's true. So you have won a free year of ESGI to gift to a friend and a $25 Amazon gift card from ESGI. So you need to direct message us ESGI software right here on Instagram, and Kristen will get in touch with you for your prize. Jason, tell everybody again, how can they find the webinars?
Yes, so if you want to get in on our free webinars, we're going to keep them up through at least the end of this month. You can go to tksvirtualevents.com. So that's TKS, as in the Kindergarten Smorgasboard, tksvirtualevents.com. Click right there at the very top. That's where you'll see our free webinars. We do still have registration open for our Elevate conference as well. So if you still want to get in on that, you can still join our Elevate conferences.
Awesome.
We have our Summer 2021 conference and our Phonics conference, which is comprised of Secret Stories by Katie Gardner and Sight Word 60 by Greg, as well as TKS Bootcamp. So those are open, and our free webinars, all at tksvirtualevents.com.
All right, everyone. So there you go. Winning with ESGI is kicked off. You've done great so far, everyone. Kelly, awesome job. Thank you so much.
Good job, Kelly.
I'd love
Greg
to
and
be
Jason.
the fourth person on here for the rest of the show, but I know I have to go.
Thank you so much. Don't
Thanks,
forget to shoot us a
gentlemen.
message.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Greg and Jason, always a pleasure, guys. Good luck with
Great to see
everything
you.
in life. Good luck with getting back to the classroom. When do you start, Greg?
August 10th is our first day with kids.
Okay. All right, man. Well, that's going to be here before you know it. So.
Right, soon. Yeah.
All right. So,
So,
thank
all
you
right,
guys
thanks for
so
having
much.
us, Adam.
Hey, thanks for doing this. Thanks for the prize too. So again, A Miller 260, I think it was. Make sure you message us both. Kelly, shoot us both a message. And Greg and Jason, as always, thank you guys so much for everything. Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Bye.
See you guys.